this machine is our new design, and especially for the middle size and the small size miner and people who want to start crashing. And firstly, let me introduce the function of these crashers. Basically, the function of these units is definitely exactly the same as the crasher, like other crashers. You can see the jack crusher here. The jack crusher in this unit capacity is 15 ton to 20 ton, and the feeding size can be 200 millimeter. And discharging, you can have the construction aggregate directly. So we also use a vibrating screen here. The vibrating screen can separate the stones from 25 millimeter and 15 millimeter. So the output can automatically divided into three sizes. One is below 15 millimeter, another is 25 to 15 millimeter, and the last is 40 to 25 millimeter. Besides the crashing, the basic function of this unit is also the mobile type. You see, there's wheels. So when you want to move this unit, you just need to fold this screen unit up to the crusher and bind them together, and lift up these four supporters by this crank and fold them into the middle and fix on this center frame. In this case, all these four wheels, these four tires, will down to the ground, and you can use a kingpin to connect with your tractor or your trailer and just take it away to drive this whole unit moving to anywhere you need. And besides these two basic functions, there's four special design in this unit. For this time, this fourth generation crushing unit will strengthen all the frame, all this channel, and the whole frame of this crushing unit. And also, let's see the screen. Let's see the screen. We change the design to replace the mesh. You can see the mesh is fixed by totally 6 pieces of cover. Each side will have 3 pieces of cover. This cover is fixed the folded mesh by the bolt and not outside. So if you want to replace them, just need to loosen this nut and take out this mesh and also these 3 bolts in the middle. So 2 mesh will be taken away. And this whole process, including take out this old one and replace to the new one, just need 1 hour, and you can complete everything. And you can see, to make it stronger, we also choose very strong spring. There will be 8 springs. Each spring's diameter is 150 millimeter with 10 millimeters rolled. So it's very strong for a long time working. And also this tire, you can see the tire is also used the engineering tire, which used for all the engineering machines and the tractors and the tailors, trucks, every engineering machine. This tire is very durable, and for this size portable unit, we choose diameter 650, which is 25 inch by 6 inch, which is 150 millimeter. And also this type of engineering tire, even you lost one for some accident, you can also find it in your local because it's a universal standard. And Besides these two special design, we have one whole special design. This design, we change the driving mode. Usually, the driving for the crusher is directly there is a V-belt from the flywheel to the motor. It will connect directly, but this machine, this fourth generation type, we change the driving part. We use a core shaft driving system. There is a shafter on below this main frame. The shaft is over there. You can have a look at that. In this shaft, we connect the V-belt from flywheel and also the V-belt from the motor wheel and also the wheel for the vibrating screen. There's totally 12 V-belt will connect through this central shaft. In this case, a lot of vibration will reduce. It can protect the motor itself and also protect the frame itself and also the crusher itself. Because usually in the stable crushing line, the crushers and all the motor is installed on the concrete. And in this mobile system, the main purpose for all the strength is to reduce the vibration, to give you longer service life for all the system, to motor, to the machine, and to the frame. And the last new design is that this replaceable driving system. No matter you have power or no power. Here we use motor because our customer for this machine, they have a power from their side. But if you want to take this machine into the mountain, to your inner mining area, probably you don't have the electricity, but I'm sure you can find diesel. Then you can use diesel engine. This diesel engine can replace this 22 kilowatt power directly. Just need a 36 kilowatt diesel engine with full cylinder to this place, and all the V-belt, all the other parts remain the same. So probably you can have the two options. You can buy one motor and buy one engine. So you can use it with whatever you need them. So this basically, all these functions is to make our customer more convenient and to use our machinery without any doubt and without any problem. If you want to start your own business, to start your own mining, to provide some constructions to a customer, or you want to start your own building plan to start build your own house, your factories, and you want to make some aggregates, then you can also use this machine. The capacity, 12 ton, 15 ton, 20 ton is okay for this machine. And you can see in one day you can produce 200 ton. That's totally enough for a whole ground plan and the whole house plan. So it's very useful. And if you want to rent, definitely this machine can work for all your customers. Very useful. And second one, you may wonder what's the kind of materials you can use for this machine. Definitely, because jaw crusher is a universal primary crusher, which means it's the most durable machine. You can use it for hard materials like the pebble, like the granite, like the basalt, and you can also use for soft material like the coal, like the limestones and the clay, everything. And you don't have to just need to focus on the size. The size for this machine is only 200 millimeter, maximum like 220 millimeter. And if you still have some very big one, you can use some machine or just by hammer to just break them a little bit down. Then you can feed all of them to this machine. You can see the hopper over there. The hopper is also very convenient for all kinds of feeding. And the next thing you may consider is about the service life. For this machine, we strengthen all the parts you may think about. So you don't have to worry about at least within 10 years, 10 years working life is for the whole unit. In these 10 years, you just need to worry about the wearing parts. The wearing parts for this machine, including the jar plate and the side protection plate for the jar crusher. And those parts will be need to replace every 6 months. And for the screen, also you need to replace the mesh on the top. And this mesh will need to replace every 4 to 6 months. And also the belt, the V-belt. The V-belt is actually sometimes you have to replace due to some accident. But normally you don't have to worry about within 1 year. And there's one part in the jar crusher, the toggle plate. Because if you're working in different area, you don't maybe it's the material is a waste material, so maybe some metal involved. So when the metal feed into the crusher and very hard for breaking, actually it's impossible to crush by the crusher. In this case, the toggle plate were broken to protect the whole machine, to make sure the crushing process is continuous. So this toggle were broken, and you just need to replace it. So the toggle plate, which is a part of the wearing parts, is not wearing actually. It's only need to replace in some accident. So basically, in 1 year, you just need to prepare 1 or 2 spares for the jar plate and also for the mesh. And in this special time, in this live show, we give you a very good promotion. If you order within 1 month, let's say today is 14th January, if you can place the order before the end of February, then we can give you a full set of spares for free. So don't hesitate to contact us. Even for the spares, it's very good promotion. And the last thing we want to show you is how to deliver this. You can see this whole machine after assembling, the height is almost 3 meter. The height is almost 2.5 meter, and the total length is about 2.9 meter, and the width is about 2.2 meter. In this case, if you don't want to install any parts when you want to use it, when the machine is ready at your site, then one 40-feet container can load only 4 parts, 4 units of this, 2 units of this machine. So for delivery, we suggest you can take all the parts separate, just like the crusher and the vibrating screen and also the distributor of the screen over there, that one, and also the frame and all the wheels. We will separate them. And in this case, a 40-feet container can put 5 units, and a 20-feet container can put 2 units. So you can fight with your friends, with your other investors. Do you think it's a good idea? Okay, so I wish you can enjoy our show for this new product, and we wish to help you to start your own business.